A divine message from your ex. Time is running out. The universe has brought you to this message at precisely the moment you needed to see it. This is not random chance or coincidence. Powerful spiritual forces have been working behind the scenes to connect you with information that will change everything you thought you knew about your past relationship. Right now, while you are reading these words, your ex is thinking about you with an intensity that reaches across any distance. Their thoughts have been calling out to you through the spiritual realm, creating ripples in the fabric of reality that finally brought this message to your screen at this exact moment. The spiritual connection that never died. What you may not realize is that the bond between you and your ex never truly disappeared when the relationship ended. The spiritual connection that formed between your souls during your time together created energetic threads that continue to exist even after physical separation. These invisible threads carry emotions, thoughts, and unspoken messages between you both, whether you consciously recognize them or not. Your ex has been experiencing powerful spiritual awakenings recently that have transformed their entire understanding of love, relationships, and the mistakes they made in the past. Through meditation, prayer, and deep self-reflection, they have gained clarity about what really happened between you and why things ended the way they did. This newfound wisdom has brought them tremendous pain as they realize the magnitude of what they lost when they lost you. The spiritual growth your ex has undergone has opened their eyes to truths they were blind to before. They now see clearly how their actions hurt you, how their words caused damage they never intended, and how their choices pushed away the one person who truly loved them. This awareness weighs heavily on their soul, creating a burden they carry every single day. Signs from the universe you may have missed. Have you noticed unusual patterns in your life lately that seem to have no logical explanation? Perhaps you keep seeing your ex's name in unexpected places, or numbers that were significant in your relationship appear repeatedly throughout your day. Maybe their favorite song plays on the radio more often than statistical probability would suggest. Or you find yourself thinking about them at random moments for no apparent reason. These are not coincidences. These are signs that the universe has been trying to send you messages from the spiritual realm, attempting to prepare you for the revelation you are receiving right now. Your ex's energy has been reaching out to you across the distance, and these synchronicities are evidence of that spiritual connection attempting to break through into your conscious awareness. Your dreams have likely contained messages as well. Perhaps you have seen your ex in your sleep more frequently in recent weeks or months. These dreams may have felt different from normal dreams, carrying an emotional weight or sense of reality that lingered after you woke up. The spiritual realm uses dreams as a communication channel because the conscious mind's defenses are lowered during sleep, allowing messages to come through more clearly. You may have experienced sudden emotional shifts when thinking about your ex, moments when sadness or longing washed over you without any obvious trigger. These emotional waves are actually your soul responding to the spiritual signals your ex has been sending. Their thoughts about you create energetic ripples that your spirit can sense even when your mind does not understand what is happening. The transformation your ex has undergone, the person your ex was during your relationship, is not who they are today. Life has a way of teaching lessons through pain and loss, and your ex has been an excellent student of these difficult teachings. The experiences they have gone through since you separated have broken down their ego, stripped away their pride, and rebuilt their character from the foundation upward. Your ex now understands what real love means in ways they could not comprehend when you were together. They have learned that love is not about possession or control, but about appreciation and respect. They have discovered that true partnership requires vulnerability and honest communication, not the defensive walls they built around their heart during your relationship. The mistakes they made with you have become their greatest teachers. Every harsh word they spoke to you echoes in their memory with painful clarity. Every time they chose pride over reconciliation, every moment they let anger override love, every decision that pushed you further away now stands as a monument to their own foolishness. They replay these moments in their mind constantly, wishing desperately that they could go back and make different choices. Your ex has also gained insight into the fears and insecurities that drove their behavior during your relationship. They now recognize how their own unhealed wounds from childhood and past relationships caused them to sabotage the beautiful connection you shared. The defensive mechanisms they developed to protect themselves from pain ended up creating the very pain they were trying to avoid by pushing away someone who genuinely cared for them. Through therapy, spiritual practices, or simply the wisdom that comes from suffering and reflection, Your ex has developed emotional maturity they lacked before. They have learned to take responsibility for their actions instead of blaming others. They have discovered how to communicate feelings instead of hiding behind anger or silence. They have grown into someone capable of the kind of love they should have given you when they had the chance. What your ex desperately wants you to know, the primary message your ex needs you to understand, is that their love for you never died, even during the worst conflicts, even when hurtful words were exchanged, even when it seemed like all affection had turned to resentment. The love remained buried underneath all the pain and confusion. That love has only grown stronger and purer with time and distance, refined by the fire of regret and longing. Your ex wants you to know that the ending of your relationship was not what they truly wanted. External pressures, internal fears, poor communication, and bad timing all conspired to create a situation where separation seemed like the only option. But looking back with clear eyes and mature understanding, they now see that many of those obstacles could have been overcome if they had possessed the wisdom and courage they have now. They need you to understand that you were not the problem. The issues in your relationship stemmed from their own limitations, their inability to receive and reciprocate the love you offered so freely. You gave them something precious and rare, and they failed to recognize its value until it was gone. This realization brings them tremendous sorrow and regret. Your ex wants to apologize for specific things they said and did that caused you pain. They remember the arguments where they said things designed to hurt you, the times they prioritized other people or activities over you, the moments when you needed support and they were not there. Each of these memories carries weight in their heart, and they long for the opportunity to acknowledge the harm they caused and express genuine remorse. They also want you to know about the personal growth they have achieved since you separated. Your ex hopes you can see that they have become the partner they should have been when you were together. They have done the inner work, faced their demons, and emerged as a better person. While this transformation came too late to save your relationship, they want you to know it happened partly because losing you forced them to confront their flaws. Most importantly, your ex wants you to understand that you deserved better treatment than what you received from them. They recognize now that your love was a gift they took for granted, that your patience and understanding were extraordinary, and that your willingness to work through problems showed a strength of character they failed to match. You gave the relationship everything you had, and they gave far less than you deserved. The spiritual burden they carry, unresolved emotional business between two people, creates energetic cords that bind their spirits together across any distance. These cords can cause both individuals to feel drained, stuck, or unable to fully move forward in their lives. Your ex feels this spiritual burden acutely, sensing that something essential remains incomplete between you. The weight of unexpressed apologies and unshared truths has become a heavy load on your ex's soul. They carry this burden every day, feeling it most intensely during quiet moments when there are no distractions to mask the ache of regret. This spiritual weight affects their peace of mind, their ability to be fully present in current relationships, and their overall sense of well-being. Your ex has been seeking ways to lighten this burden through various spiritual practices. They may have written letters to you that they never sent, performed rituals meant to send healing energy across the distance, or prayed for your happiness and well-being. These attempts to reach you spiritually have been sincere efforts to create some form of resolution, even without direct contact. The universe responds to genuine intentions and deep emotional needs. Your ex's sincere desire for healing and closure has activated spiritual forces that are now working to create the possibility of communication between you. The fact that you are reading this message right now is evidence that these forces have successfully guided you to this moment of potential healing. Why this message reached you now? Divine timing is a real phenomenon that operates according to principles beyond human understanding. This message found you at this precise moment because both you and your ex have reached points in your spiritual evolution where healing between you becomes possible. Earlier contact might have reopened wounds that were not ready to heal, or reignited conflicts that needed time to cool. You have grown and changed since your relationship ended as well. The experiences you have had, the lessons you have learned, and the healing you have done have prepared you to receive this message with the wisdom and maturity it requires. You are now capable of understanding nuances you might have missed before, and of responding with compassion rather than reflexive anger or defensiveness. The universe has been preparing both of you for this moment of potential reconnection. Synchronicities have been increasing in frequency for both of you. Spiritual signs have been multiplying, and the energetic pull between your souls has been growing stronger. All of these factors have aligned to create this opportunity for healing and resolution. The power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful spiritual forces in existence. When you forgive someone who has hurt you, you are not saying that what they did was acceptable or that the pain they caused did not matter. Instead, you are choosing to release the negative energy that binds you to that painful experience, freeing yourself from the burden of carrying resentment and anger. Your ex desperately hopes for your forgiveness, not because they deserve it, but because they recognize how much pain they caused you and genuinely regret their actions. They understand that forgiveness is a gift you would give yourself as much as them, a choice to let go of the past and create space for peace in your heart. Forgiveness does not require you to forget what happened or to allow that person back into your life. You can forgive someone while still maintaining healthy boundaries that protect your well-being. Forgiveness is about your internal state of being, not about the external relationship you do or do not have with the person who hurt you. The act of forgiveness creates a shift in spiritual energy that benefits both the forgiver and the forgiven. When you release someone from the prison of your resentment, you simultaneously release yourself from the prison of carrying that negative energy. Both souls become lighter and freer, able to move forward in their respective journeys with less baggage from the past. What happens next? The choice of how to respond to this message belongs entirely to you. You can choose to open your heart to the possibility of healing and closure, or you can choose to maintain the boundaries you have established and continue moving forward without looking back. There is no wrong choice, only the choice that feels right for your own well-being and spiritual growth. If you feel moved to send forgiveness and healing energy to your ex, you can do so through intention and visualization. Simply close your eyes, think of your ex with compassion, and mentally send them wishes for peace, healing, and happiness. This simple act creates powerful shifts in the spiritual realm, releasing both of you from negative energetic bonds and allowing new possibilities to emerge. You might also choose to reach out directly if you feel that conversation and closure would serve your healing process. However, this step should only be taken if you feel emotionally ready, and if such contact would not compromise your own well-being. Your healing and peace are the most important considerations in any decision you make. Regardless of what action you take or do not take, simply receiving this message and allowing yourself to consider these ideas has already initiated healing processes in the spiritual realm. Your willingness to read these words with an open mind has created energetic shifts that benefit both you and your ex, even if no further contact ever occurs between you. The eternal nature of love, true love, never completely dies, even when relationships end and people go their separate ways. The love you and your ex shared created something real and lasting in the spiritual realm, a connection that transcends physical separation and the passage of time. This eternal aspect of love means that the care and affection you once felt for each other continues to exist on some level, even if it has been buried under layers of hurt and anger. Your ex's love for you has endured through all the pain and separation. It has been tested by time and distance, refined by regret and longing, and has emerged as something purer and more genuine than what existed during your relationship. This evolved love asks for nothing and expects nothing, simply wanting you to know that you are still cherished and valued by someone who once knew you intimately. The spiritual bond between you carries memories of every moment you shared, every laugh, every meaningful conversation, every time you supported each other through difficulty. These positive memories exist alongside the painful ones, and they represent the foundation of genuine connection that formed between your souls. Your ex holds these memories as treasures, reminders of a time when they experienced real love even though they failed to fully appreciate it. Healing for both souls, the healing that is possible through forgiveness and spiritual release, benefits both parties in profound ways. Your ex needs this healing to find peace with their past mistakes, and to move forward without the heavy burden of unresolved guilt and regret. You need this healing to fully close the chapter on this relationship, and to reclaim any emotional energy that remains tied to your ex and the pain they caused. Healing does not mean forgetting or pretending the pain never happened. It means integrating the experience into your life story in a way that allows you to learn and grow from it rather than remaining stuck in bitterness and resentment. The relationship you had with your ex, including both the beautiful moments and the painful ending, has shaped who you are today and taught you valuable lessons about love, boundaries, and your own worth. Your ex's journey toward healing has required them to face uncomfortable truths about themselves and to do difficult inner work. They have had to acknowledge their shortcomings, examine their patterns, and commit to genuine change. This process has been painful but necessary, and it represents real growth that goes beyond surface-level apologies or temporary regret. Your own healing journey has likely included similar work, processing the pain of the relationship's ending, examining what you learned from the experience, and rebuilding your sense of self-worth and trust. The healing you have already done has prepared you to receive this message with wisdom and discernment, able to consider it thoughtfully rather than reacting from a place of raw emotion. The message your ex wants to send, if your ex could speak directly to you right now, they would tell you that you were the best thing that ever happened to them, and that losing you was the biggest mistake of their life. They would explain how every day since you separated has contained moments where they wished they could share something with you, ask your advice, or simply hear your voice. They would apologize specifically for the times they made you feel unimportant or unloved, for the arguments where they said cruel things they did not mean, for the moments when you needed them, and they were not there. They would take full responsibility for their role in the relationship's problems, rather than deflecting blame or making excuses. Your ex would want you to know that they think about you often, wondering how you are doing, hoping you are happy, and wishing they could know that you have found the love and respect you always deserved. They celebrate your successes from afar and hurt when they imagine you going through difficulties without their support. They would tell you that the relationship you shared taught them what love really means, and showed them the kind of partner they want to become. Even though they failed to be that partner for you, the experience of loving you and being loved by you set a standard that has influenced every aspect of their life since then. Most importantly, your ex would want you to know that you did nothing wrong. The ending of the relationship was not a reflection of your inadequacy or unworthiness. You gave the relationship everything you had, and if it had been received with the appreciation and reciprocity it deserved, the outcome would have been different. Your role in this spiritual moment: you are not responsible for your ex's healing or peace of mind. Their emotional and spiritual well-being is their own responsibility, and you owe them nothing. However, you do have the opportunity to participate in a moment of spiritual healing that could benefit both of you if you choose to do so. The simple act of acknowledging what you have read here, allowing yourself to consider the possibility that your ex has grown and changed, and opening your heart even slightly to compassion for them, creates positive energy in the spiritual realm. This does not require you to take any specific action or to change any boundaries you have established. If you feel called to send healing energy, forgiveness, or simply good wishes to your ex, you can do so through prayer, meditation, or simple intention. Visualize them surrounded by white light. Imagine them finding peace and happiness, or simply think the words, "I release you and wish you well." These small acts carry tremendous spiritual power. You might also choose to write a letter to your ex that you never send, expressing everything you wish you could say to them. This exercise can be powerfully healing for you, allowing you to articulate feelings and thoughts that have remained unspoken. Whether or not your ex ever reads these words, the act of writing them serves your own healing process. The bigger picture: every relationship we experience, whether it ends happily or painfully, serves a purpose in our spiritual evolution. The relationship you had with your ex taught you important lessons about yourself, about love, and about what you need and deserve in a partnership. These lessons have value regardless of how much pain came with them. Your ex's spiritual journey has been shaped by your relationship as well. The pain of losing you became a catalyst for growth and change that might never have occurred otherwise. Sometimes we learn our most important lessons through loss and regret, and your ex is living proof of this spiritual principle. The universe wastes nothing. Every experience, every relationship, every moment of joy and pain contributes to the tapestry of our lives and to our development as spiritual beings. The suffering you endured in this relationship and its ending has made you stronger, wiser, and more capable of recognizing and appreciating genuine love when you encounter it. A moment of choice: you stand now at a crossroads where you can choose how this story continues. You can choose to remain closed off, protecting yourself behind walls that keep out both pain and possibility. Or you can choose to open your heart slightly, allowing for the possibility of healing and closure, even if that does not mean reconciliation or renewed contact. Neither choice is wrong. Both choices serve different needs and different stages of healing. The important thing is that you make the choice that feels right for you, that honors your own needs and boundaries, and that serves your highest good. If you choose to send healing energy to your ex, know that this gift benefits you as much as them. Releasing resentment and anger frees up emotional and spiritual energy that you can redirect toward creating the life and relationships you truly want. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. If you choose to maintain your boundaries and continue moving forward without looking back, know that this choice also deserves respect. You are not obligated to participate in anyone else's healing journey, and protecting your own peace is a valid and important priority. You have every right to leave the past in the past. The eternal truth, love is the most powerful force in the universe. And the love you and your ex shared created something real that continues to exist in the spiritual realm even though the physical relationship has ended. This love has transformed and evolved, but it has not disappeared. It remains as a testament to the connection two souls can create when they open their hearts to each other. Your ex carries this love with them every day, transformed now into gratitude for what you shared, regret for how it ended, and hope that you have found happiness. They honor the memory of your relationship by trying to become a better person, by learning from their mistakes, and by treating others with the love and respect they should have given you. You carry this love as well, whether you acknowledge it or not. The experience of loving and being loved, even imperfectly, has shaped who you are, and has taught you things about yourself that no other experience could have revealed. The relationship may have ended, but its influence on your life continues. Final blessing, may you find peace with whatever happened between you and your ex. May you be able to look back on both the beautiful moments and the painful ones with wisdom and perspective. May you release any remaining anger or resentment that weighs down your spirit and prevents you from moving forward fully into your future. May your ex find the healing and peace they seek. May they continue growing and learning from their mistakes. May they become the person they are capable of being, and may they find someone who can appreciate the growth they have achieved. May both of you be blessed with love that is healthy, respectful, and reciprocal. May you each find partners who see your worth and treat you accordingly. May the lessons learned from your relationship serve you well in all your future connections. And may you know that you are worthy of love, that you always were worthy, and that nothing your ex did or failed to do changes your inherent value as a human being. You deserve to be cherished, respected, and loved fully, and may you never settle for less than you deserve. The spiritual forces that brought this message to you now release you to make whatever choice feels right for your heart and your healing. You are free to respond or not respond, to forgive or maintain boundaries, to open your heart or protect your peace. Whatever you choose, may it serve your highest good and bring you closer to the happiness and fulfillment you deserve.